right, here we go. So it says we're using the box array method. So remember, I went over this lesson with you guys, but it really doesn't matter how you put this in order. Like, let's say if you happen to switch the order of these two values right here, or the terms, you still get the same answer as long as you kind of figure out where they're at. All right. So if you happen to switch, maybe if you put it on the top versus putting it at the bottom, sometimes you put it on the side or even on the right side. It really doesn't matter as long as you match them up in the correct location. So they decided to put them on the left side and at the bottom, which is fine. To find this question mark, do you see this question mark right here? Which two terms do you need to multiply to find this question mark? What do we need to multiply?
4 and 2.
Yeah, 4x and 2x. All right, so go ahead and multiply 4x and 2x. All right, so 4x and 2x will give you, okay, 8x squared. All right, let's go ahead and put 8x squared right here, but you need to put it in here as your answer column. So let's put 8x, and you can use a keyboard if you like, or remember we said for exponent it is a key shift, and number 6, which is your caret button, and then square. All right, so go ahead and do that. 8x squared. And go ahead and submit. And it should give you a check mark. Let's go ahead and submit. Alright, so that should be it. Do you see that? Okay, let's go to our next problem. Alright, so the next problem should be similar question. But this time, you want to actually put this in. Alright, remember I told you that it really doesn't matter which way it goes. Now this time, instead of putting it at the bottom, they're just going to put it on the top, right? Which is just okay with all of us, right? So let's see. I don't know if we can move it this way. All right, so you see it? I can put 5x over here. Let's go ahead and grab 5x and drag it over here and put it in. And then you can grab 6 and then drag it over here and then put 6 right here on the top. Okay, would it be okay if I switch those two? Yes, it will be fine. If you switch those two, make sure you switch them too. Make sure you just line them up.
Mr. Yu, what happens if you try to put the 6 on the top? What will delta map do?
This one?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It just won't let you do it.
Oh, it won't let you do it. Yeah.
It doesn't belong there.
Yeah, but you could put it, really?
Nah, because you've already committed this.
Yeah, I've already committed it, yeah. So once you commit, make sure you stay on that side.
You have to.
Yeah,
Let
that's
you go
what.
to another side.
Okay. And then it looks like the top one, do you see it? We can put it on the first box right here. And the second value in the second box. There it is. All right, so as long as you kind of be consistent, all right, I think you're going to be just fine. And if you notice that if it's not working, then make sure you start over and try to stay consistent, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and try to find this box right here. To find this box, it is 6 times negative x, which will give you negative 6x. You see it? Those two things. And then to find the answer to this box, you multiply these two values right here, 6 and 6, which will be 36. And then, what about this one? Go ahead and figure out these two boxes on your own. Go ahead and figure them out. And then someone can help me in about a few seconds, okay? Okay, so I think if you put the right, answers in, it will take you to the next stage. So it looks like negative x and 5x will give you negative 5x to the second power.
Alright, but you gotta go. What's your-
And then 5x and 6 will give you 30x. Alright, so once you have these things, do you see that little button right here? It says try. That means we're going to check to see if this is correct. Alright, so if it is correct, it'll say correct. Or if it's not, it'll say oops or something like that, and you have to do it again. Alright, so let's put them in order. Remember, we want to put them in standard form, right? So standard form will be this one. So you need to put this one first right here. Alright, so go ahead and put this one here. And then next, you need to combine these two right here. Do you see those two? You need to combine those two. And then at the end, you put 36 at the end because that will be in standard form. Like make sure you combine negative 6x plus positive 30x, okay? Alright, so go ahead and try that. Alright, just double check to see if you put them correctly. And double check to see if your numbers are add correctly and so on. Okay, go ahead and submit. Alright, hold on a second, okay? Alright, we're gonna go to our third example. This is it. Alright, let's see what we have. Alright, this time you need to create your own rows and columns. So it looks like we have 2 binomial multiplied by 3 trinomial. So what do you think? Give me some idea. How many rows do you think we need to have? 2. And then how many columns do you think we need to have? 3. Alright, so would it be okay if I switch 3 and 2? That would be also okay. You just have to put them in that order. That's all. Alright, so if you put 2 and 3, which is just fine. And then same thing. You just have to put x, 1, 2x squared, negative 5x, and negative 5. Alright, so go ahead and fill out these boxes. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Alright, so it looks like for this box right here, we have 2x to the power of 3. And then for this box, looks like we have 2x to the power of 2. And for this box right here, we have negative 5x to the power of 2, because x and x. Do you see that? And then for this box are these two right here. So this is negative 5x. And then this one will be negative 5x. And this one is negative 5. Alright, so double check to see if you put them correctly. Okay, so I'm double checking. So again, looks like this one is by itself, so you want to put them in order, right? But before we go on it, you click on this try button, and it will tell you if it is correct or not. Alright, so this one is by itself. I'm going to use a different color, green. Looks like we need to combine these two right here, because this is x to the second power and x to the second power. So combine those two. And I'm going to use a blue color. Looks like we need to combine negative 5x with negative 5x, because those things have x's. And then purple, negative 5 will be by itself. And you want to put them in order again. Alright, so go ahead and put your answer in that box. Okay, I'll let you finish that. And then the last problem, as an example, this one is more of like you creating your own box. Instead of Delta Math helping you to create the box, you need to kind of use your scratch paper to create your own box. Does that make sense? And then you work this out. Now, do you need to use a box? No, you can use, remember we can use arrows. Remember that? Went like this and like that and so on. If you want to use that, that's fine, long as your answer is correct. All right, so that's it. And if you're having trouble later on, you can rewatch this video. All right, so go ahead and work on your assignment.